In the last episode, Isaiah was absolutely electric. He did his thing on the field, and his team beat the Ravens because of it 29-17. But this week, we face another divisional opponent, the Cincinnati Bengals, and let me just show you how stacked this division is right now. So if we glance at just the top of the NFL standings, the Falcons are undefeated at 5-0, Browns are 4-1, the Ravens are 4-1, you can also see the Bengals are 4-1, and the Pittsburgh Steelers actually aren't too far behind. They are 2-3, so the AFC North is a really tough division right now. But going back to his performance last week, Isaiah got the AFC Offensive Player of the Week with 25 carries, 214 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, and a couple of receiving yards to go along with it. And because of that major performance, we have an opportunity to go ahead and upgrade Isaiah. So again, elusive back, receiving back, or power back. Look, he's killing it elusive, he's killing it in the receiving game. Actually, he could be doing better in the receiving game, but I think power back is the move here, so we're going to upgrade him there. He's now a 96 overall, 85 overall for the power back side, +1 to ball carrier vision and stiff arm, and +2 to breaking tackle. He's going to be a monster in today's game, I got a feeling. And before we jump into the game, a quick reminder for you guys, we do have a lot of injuries right now to some major players. TJ Carey's out for 8 weeks, Myles Garrett is back next week, but we do have a bye week, so he'll get a lot of rest. Baker Mayfield, though, the biggest player that matters, he's out obviously for 3 more weeks, so he'll miss today's game. The bye week will give him time to recover. He faces the Seahawks, and then we'll probably send past the Seahawks so we can see the next game, Baker Mayfield back on the field, because EJ Manuel, he's not cutting it. But look, enough about EJ Manuel. Each team, Cincinnati and Cleveland, are both riding 3-game win streaks. We're both 4-1. We are both tied for the division lead alongside the Ravens as well. We are ready to go. But do we have what it takes to beat this team? It is going to be a tough one. We got a fresh uniform combo, and so do the Bengals. But look, I don't think they have enough firepower on defense to stop Isaiah King Jr. If we stop AJ Green, that team is going to be in a whole lot of trouble. Cincinnati got the ball first. They wasted about 2 minutes or so of the clock, and they did nothing. So we have the ball with an opportunity to put the first points on the board today, and Isaiah says, get off of me. It's only 4 yards, but it still felt pretty good. And look, I'm going to be honest. If we get Isaiah going today and EJ Manuel just doesn't turn the ball over, which has been difficult for him so far this year, I think we're going to be just fine. So Geno Atkins had a pretty big tackle there, but here we are, 3rd down and 2. Isaiah's had back-to-back 4-yard carries. He's trying to get 4 more yards here. But they're not having any of it on that play as they stuff him shy of the 1st down. Now after we punted the ball, Cincinnati got it back, and then they went ahead and turned it over. So we have the ball here with beautiful field position. And if 85 and Njoku could have made 1 block, that's a 1st down. Isaiah hasn't had a ton of yards, but I feel like he's kind of gassing the defense a little bit. A lot of pressure on him, making him pay a little bit, and we see the passing game open up a little bit as EJ gets a nice completion to David Njoku. Now that 1st down felt really, really good. So we're going back here to the running game. EJ hands it off to Isaiah, who kind of almost trucked the guy, but still got stopped for basically nothing. We've seen Cincy really stack the box to make sure that Isaiah can't really get anything going. So Isaiah's open across the middle, but instead, EJ thinks he's Brett Favre out there and throws an incomplete pass down the middle. So here we are on 3rd down and basically the same that we started with on the drive. EJ back here to pass. A little bit of time. Lofts one. He's going to find Njoku, and Njoku's making some moves. David Njoku inside the 15. What a dot by EJ. We even said that a lot this year. The more successful that EJ is, the harder it is for Cincy to really keep stacking the box and putting the pressure on the running game, which means that Isaiah should hopefully be able to, sometime soon, run a little bit wild. Now, he didn't get as many yards as we wanted there, but he moved the chains a little bit. 2nd and 7. George Iloka comes up in the box a little bit. Go hit him with that play action fake. Great blocking here by Isaiah, and EJ Manuel just thought he was Mike Vick all of a sudden. Didn't work out for him very well. So the safety blitz pretty much worked out for Cincinnati there. We had the block held, and EJ just could have ran to the right, but instead tried to go down the middle, and, well, you guys saw how that panned out for him. He does find Isaiah here. Isaiah with the move. Isaiah says, get off of me, young fella. Breaks the tackle, shimmies into the end zone. He says, where are my teammates? It's time to celebrate. One more look at it here again. EJ with an okay pass. Isaiah turns with the field, jukes the guy out of his shoes, and says, look, you're not getting me with an arm tackle. It's impossible. One more look at the juke here. Ooh, Drake Kirkpatrick, pick up the ankles, young fella. It's a beautiful thing seeing Isaiah continuing to be a touchdown machine this year, but Cincinnati said don't sleep on them. They got a touchdown in the row and tied up at 7-7. Isaiah back here in the run does break an arm tackle, but he's quickly brought down after 2. Small little gain for Isaiah there, makes it 2nd and 8. Here we go, EJ! Well, that didn't work out. The key thing about running play action is that you're supposed to kind of, take a little bit of pressure off yourself by fooling the defense. And, well, it just didn't work out there. But Corey Coleman, yes, still on the Browns in this universe, gets a 1st down for us. We're still looking for Isaiah just to have a breakout run this game. He's done it in the passing game, but in the running game, he's still running like that. Coach Hugh Jackson said, look, if you can't run it from the halfback position, what about the quarterback position? So Duke Johnson Jr. comes over. Isaiah's off to the races here. He's got some blocks. Isaiah's out here with one guy in front. It's George Iloka. He hits him with the juke. He breaks that tackle. He's going to break another one. He gets out of bounds, falls down. The man just ran out of gas on that play. Honestly, maybe that's the run that he needed right there. Maybe when he's back at running back now, he'll be a little bit better off. So first down after that big run. EJ again, all the time in the world, dumps it off to Seth DeVolve, who's going to lose yards. A simple throw and catch there led to negative yards, which is not where you want to be right now. Oh, the good juke there. Isaiah's going to break the tackle. Spun, unfortunately, the wrong way, but still, solid game. The last time we were down on this side of the field, we hit a halfback screen that went for pretty good yards and got us into the end zone. So again, we're going right back to it. Defense is kind of sniffing it out here. Isaiah's going to try to keep things moving. He is going to get through. Oh, look at the moves. The juke maybe for no reason, and so many yards in that play. Drops him inside the 15. You got to imagine that Coach Hugh Jackson literally is seeing the halfback screen out of that formation, and he's circling it as many times as humanly possible because it's working pretty well today. Now a halfback toss for Isaiah. Not exactly what he wanted, but he does get one. We're seeing EJ go into center now with 2nd and 9 from the 12. Isaiah back in protection. EJ, quick pass across the middle to Jarvis Landry, who I don't know how he held on to that one, but somehow keeps it, and we're down at the 5. 2-minute warning, feels like it's coming kind of close. EJ here with 32, back in the I formation, makes a small adjustment at the line. Halfback toss goes to the right. Isaiah has all the time in the world, and the young fella is going to skate into the end zone. He says, got a little celebration for you. First rushing touchdown, already has a receiving one, and the touchdowns are coming for the young fella today. Even though our offense is looking good, our defense is just giving up touchdown after touchdown right now. So you're going to see a little small adjustment there by Manuel. Isaiah back here to block. Manuel's going to run all open and across the middle is Corey Coleman. The spin move runs into Josh Gordon. But we've got plenty of time left here to get more points on the board. 50 seconds left here in the first half. We can go by one touchdown if we can just put a good play together. Again, Isaiah's out here going to try to do something. He does get out of bounds. Would have been better to stay in, but we'll take a small chunk of yards. We just need a little bit of a break here on 2nd and 7. Isaiah through the middle. Isaiah's going to see something. He spins the wrong way. And again, EJ, you got to look at somebody else sometime soon. 26 seconds left here. Ball goes across the middle to Corey Coleman, and he's going to have that one with 21 seconds left from the 30. I mean, I know we dog EJ Manuel a lot, but the dude is 11 for 13 right now in the passing game. So we got to give props where props are due. And we throws to David Njoku when he had a guy open down the field. Not good. Going back to the hurry up here. 9 seconds left. Probably should call the timeout, but we're going to try to risk it real quick. EJ Manuel, got to do something. Gets it to Jarvis Landry. Landry's down at the 2. We're going to call a timeout, and we've got a field goal from really close from the goal line. So we're able to bang in a field goal right at the end of the first half. We got a 3-point lead at the start of the second half, and the good news is we get the ball. So even if we get a field goal here, it's still solid points on the board to keep moving this score. It's kind of crazy that we've seen Cincy throw a lot of, safety blitzes. Iloka's been in the box nonstop. I think they're trying to really make sure they shut down this passing game. Now, Isaiah was wide open, but instead it goes to Seth DeVolve. Seth DeVolve is going to hold that one in, and he gets down to the 48. Just as we're about to get Baker back, you're starting to see EJ turn it up a little bit. Maybe he's finally getting comfortable in the offense. It was kind of a new offense for him to learn, but Isaiah, on the other hand, is not looking comfortable at all. 14 for 52, not good. Here we're on 2nd down. We got to go to a pass. Look at how much time EJ has. The offensive line has given him plenty of time. Can we get some more running time, though? That would be great. Got a big 3rd down here, right in the middle of the field. Again, trying to take charge in this game. Good blitz pick up there by Isaiah, and Njoku has another grab. If this offense is doing anything, it's chewing tons of clock at the moment. So 1st and 10 from the 40. Isaiah with the handoff is going to look for room, but the corner came in at the right time and stops him after 2. We're trying to find that running room, and if we have to just keep chewing up clock and just making the defense pay, we're going to definitely go ahead and do that. But Isaiah's got to help himself at some point and find those running lanes. 3rd and 4 to go. EJ's been pretty big here for us on 3rd downs. He's going to step up, finds Jarvis Landry. Landry went the wrong way, though. I don't think he's going to get that 1st down. So Jarvis did not get the 1st down, and coach says, look, we're going to go ahead and go for it here. We want that touchdown. Ball's handed off to Isaiah. Isaiah finally finds some running room. The big fella is going to go down inside the red zone. Risky call, but it finally pays off. I mean, you got to be crazy if you're Hugh Jackson to go for it there. You could have kicked the field goal and been fine. But Hugh says, look, I don't really trust my kicker, so we're going to let our guys go out here and try to execute. And Isaiah finally has some life in him. What a play. And now David Njoku is hurt. This is not good for Cleveland. I mean, outside of Isaiah, Njoku has the most targets today. So here on 2nd and short, Isaiah's in the backfield, says, feed me the ball. They're going to hand it to him, and okay, apparently Cincy was ready for it as they stop him. 3rd down and 1. Cincy has all their big boys up in the box, ready to try to stop Isaiah. Can our fullback create something for us? Isaiah's going to try to go, but they're not ready for it. They are not going to get it. A big stop right here inside the 10. So we got the field goal, and then Cincinnati turned the ball over. So Isaiah has the ball on the goal line. He says, excuse me, second rushing touchdown of the day. Might have been the easiest one he's had his entire life, but we'll for sure take it. So we're going for 2 points here to try to extend the lead. EJ back. Isaiah to block. This ball's thrown out to the edge. Just shy of getting in Jarvis Landry's hands. We're going to be up 12 instead. You can kind of feel like Cincy's losing their grip on the game. The running game's starting to work for us. The passing game has been fantastic. And Cincy's not doing a single thing on offense. Look at Isaiah finding ways to move, keep bouncing on people like pinballs. And that's going to end the third quarter with about 83 rushing yards. Now, unfortunately, David Njoku is still out for the game, and I don't think we'll see him back for the rest of the afternoon. So we're going to try to do what we can with our backup tight ends, and Seth DeVolve is back, and he's ready to go. I've said a lot of negative things about EJ Manuel, but I'm ready to take them back if he keeps playing like this. I mean, he's been dominating through the air so far. Can't even hate on that at all. Now another great pass protection out here for Isaiah. The guy's got the run blocking instead. Aloka's in front. He says, whoop, get out of here, young fella. He's going to move. Carlos Dunlap was the only guy that had a chance, and he's not going to be close. Another big celebration for Isaiah, and he says, rushing touchdown, number 3 on the ball game. You can't stop the young fella. 5 minutes left in the game. We are trying to put Cincinnati away, but they're still putting some points on the board now, so it's only about a 12-point lead again for us. That 2-point conversion that we didn't get earlier, we're kind of regretting not getting it now. At this point, we're just going to try to focus on making sure that we get, some chewed clock, some extra runs in, and try to move the chains as much as possible. Lining up here on 3rd and 2, you see now Loka again coming for the safety blitz. Handoff to Isaiah. He's going to get out to the edge. He's got the room. He goes for the juke. He gets tackled by multiple people, but he gets another first down to take away time. EJ Manuel again under center. Isaiah here in the backfield. Isaiah's going to keep it moving. This ball goes deep. This one's to Njoku, who's back in the game. We thought we wouldn't see him, but David Njoku said, oh, I'm not going to miss the rest of this fun. After that 26-yard gain, David Njoku now has 6 catches for 77 yards. It's a pretty good afternoon if you ask me. Get DeVolve moving in motion real quick. 2-minute warning's almost here. Again, going back to chewing the clock, letting Isaiah go through the middle like a bowling ball, and he picks up a big amount of yards again. Now, we should be at the 2-minute warning, but Cincinnati had someone get injured, or at least fake an injury, and this is where we are. And Manuel almost had a pick thrown to the corner. 3rd down, trying to keep the Bengals off of the field. EJ with a license to throw, goes across the middle to Jarvis Landry, who again, not a lot of catches today, but he's had some big ones on 3rd down. Isaiah back at quarterback, and when he's touched the ball there, he has been magnificent. Little bit of a fake. He's got a guy across the middle. He throws it to Jarvis Landry. Isaiah throws his first pass, and it actually goes for a completion. I mean, talk about the level of disrespect from Hugh Jackson, letting his running back throw some passes. I know Isaiah threw a couple of passes in college, but this man hasn't thrown a pass in a really long time. So it is 3rd down and 2 here. 10-yard line for Isaiah and the Cleveland Browns. To carry to the middle, tries to chuck through a defender. He is going to carry it down to the 2 now. Cincinnati only with 1 timeout left. At this point, we feel pretty good about our chances. Since he has basically 1 timeout left, EJ Manuel, though, only doesn't really have the touchdown that he wants. So we're going to try to let him get into the end zone here quickly. EJ, with all the time in the world, is going to get sacked. So far in today's game, EJ Manuel has 1 touchdown. But look, the dude has actually played really well. Then I want to make sure he tries to get another one. So EJ here. Got a little bit of time. He's going to scramble around. EJ throws it out to the flats. He's going to find David Njoku for his 7th catch, but it's only good for 2. This is it, EJ. This is your opportunity to shine here. You get a touchdown. You have 2 on the day. You feel pretty good about how you played so far. Clock's winding down. EJ sitting here. Throws it out to the flats again, and, well, it doesn't work. Won a game for us, 36-21. Isaiah played magnificent. Struggled early on, found a couple of yards to break out, and then he was dominant from there on out. A lot of people played well today for the Browns, but you know what? Hats off to EJ Manuel. We talked a lot of trash about him, and he came out today 21 of 26, almost 250 passing yards, 1 touchdown, and most importantly, not a single turnover on the day. And also, shout out to Isaiah. Threw 1 pass, completed it for 8 yards. On the ground, it was another monster game for Isaiah. 28 attempts, 177 yards, and 3 big touchdowns. And Joe Mixon, he didn't really get the ball enough to shine, but when he did, he actually played pretty well. Through the air, David Njoku, 7 for 79, not a touchdown for him. AJ Green, 6 for 86. He did get a touchdown. Tyler Reifert scored. Isaiah had 1 early on, but obviously he was more dominant on the ground, especially the later the game went on. Big game after big game for Isaiah. The young fella is hype. He said, look, I could go run another one right now, coach, but we got to wait a whole nother week for Isaiah to get back. Solid performance, multiple touchdowns, 3 on the ground, 1 in the air. I'm happy with how he played, and EJ played great too, but we can't trust him week to week. So Baker, we're ready whenever you are. We'll see you soon.